What's going on? Thanks for checking in. Got the man back in the building, Nick, aka Mr. Mental Muscle. We just finished up a training session with some of the pro guys that are still trickling around. So today he's in-house doing some baseball-specific cognitive conditioning. What do we got?
So last time I was here, we did some more general drills that got you reacting, thinking under pressure, some hand-eye coordination. We're gonna do a little bit of that, but we're also gonna apply some hitting drills. This is something new I've created, so you're gonna have to think while taking at-bats. This is different because usually when you're doing batting practice, you're working on a skill, and like I always say, I'm not here to improve the actual sport-specific skill, but I wanna see how you process and make decisions while doing it so it can carry over to the actual sport. So we'll start off with a few warm-up drills to get the eyes and the mind going, and then we'll get into the actual hitting drills.
Money?
So question, have you guys ever done any kind of like mental reaction type stuff in any sense? What kind of like with the fit light stuff?
Yeah, I've seen something like this before.
Same thing? All right. So we're gonna do like a circuit. So there's, I guess I got 3 set up. So the first drill is right here on the fit light stand. So anyone's done a concentration grid, it's 100 numbers scrambled up. You got to find them in order. So this is a digital version of that. Typical way to do it, you find them in order starting at 1, press it, turns red. That signifies that you found it. Then you're scanning, find 2, 3, 4, so forth. So you got 1 minute to find as many of the numbers in order. So that's the typical way, but I like to add a little more thinking. So while that's going on, one of these 4 fit lights every few seconds will activate as such. And you need to react to it by putting your hand over. So what it'll look like in real time, you're scanning, finding it. So you're using your peripheral vision, trying to find the numbers. Reaction, hand-eye coordination, and the goal is how many lights you react to plus how much numbers. So the beauty of this drill is you have to be able to switch that attention to both, because people do well at the numbers, but they get so caught up here, they neglect the lights, or vice versa. They're quick to react, but they're not getting any numbers. The person who does well on this can keep calm, keep focused, and get as many as both. All right, so that's the drill. So one person will be on that one. The second one, so this is not too sport specific, but the premise is you're gonna be at the plate, that mirror right there, so I'll adjust it to the height and vision of the person, so it's adjusted to me right now. So what's gonna happen, you're looking down at the mirror, the phone is in the screen, so on the screen it's a go, no go task. Green is go, like traffic, red is stop. So you're looking down as if you're looking for the picture, so you don't have to be like trying to swing or anything, it's just an arm shake. So if it's green, I shake the screen. So the goal is to be quick as possible. So the last drill of the circuit is hand-eye coordination tasks. So a lot going on the actual card. Only 2 things I want you to worry about is, first thing you focus on is the color. So it says red, but you want to go off the actual ink is written in. So you would say green. All right, so ignore the word, go off the color. That's called the Stroop effect. So the other part is this arrow. So you see it's pointing one direction and it's placed on the side. Once again, you're going to ignore where it's pointing. It could be pointing that way, right? But wherever it's placed. So this case, it's on the left side and it's pointing left, it matches. So what it's gonna do on the hand-eye coordination task, you have the card backwards like this, you're gonna give it a toss, call it the color green, and switch to the side with the hand you're gonna catch. So once again, so I flip it, so try to flip it after you throw. Try not to do this, then throw, obviously, makes it easier. But you can ease into it, doesn't have to be like last second, but try to time it, so timing as well. So the goal is in the duration, every task is a minute long, by the way, so everyone will rotate on the same clock. So the goal in this one is to get through as many cards, you put it down, pick up the next one on the stack, and so forth, all right? And then the one off person, we'll just wait, and then you'll filter in. 3, 2, 1, go. Yep. Now you got it. It's tricky, that arrow is gonna wanna look where it's pointing. Good stuff. Halfway. Nice. Oh, yeah. Nice job over here. Nice. Keep it up, 15 seconds. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. Good stuff. So 17 and 17. So 34 is your total. So I'll break down the scores for you. Nice job.
Good?
Yeah. So I'm breaking down the scores so you can get competitive.
Yeah.
So on the grid, he just got 17 lights. You had 2 misses, and your reaction time was 0.6 seconds. So that's good. I want to see under 7/10 of a second. So he did 6/10. So that's good. 17 numbers. I want to see at least 10 numbers. And so total 17 and 17 is 34. I want to see, so obviously y'all pros, so I got to hold you to pro standard. I want to see 30 plus is the minimal, but 35 and up is where I want you to be. So you're at 34. But the beauty of this is you see how he had 2 misses of the lights. He got those 2 lights. Guess what? His score goes to 36. So that way, that little improvement of that processing. So I didn't see it. It could have been he just didn't see it because he was still on the numbers, or you might have just got there a little too late. Because if I didn't say this part, if you take too long, it goes off and it's a miss. So yeah, so that's an omission error. So just a matter of are you be able to attend to it or you just missed it completely. All right, and then you got 0.39. So for this one, I want to see under 0.4 of a second. So you got just under that, good stuff. And also I look at variation. So that tells me how consistent you are. So obviously accuracy is important. You got 100%, so you got no wrong hits, so you didn't hit any of the reds. But the variation is what's going to be different between all of you because you all are elites, so I assume you're all going to get under the speed I want. But variation was 15%, so typically I want to see this under 15 and under, so you're right there. For this drill, usually I want to see 20 for certain drills, but this specific drill I want to see 15 and under, so you're right there. And this one is not measurable, but you can see how many cards you got. Do you know? 2. So yeah, so this was more honor. This was more honor system. I'm gonna give you a number to each light. It'll be the same the whole time. Red will equal 1, blue will equal 2, green will equal 3. So when you see those 2 lights, you're quickly adding the sum of whatever 2 come up. Could be red and blue, could be blue and green. It'll always be 2 different numbers or 2 different colors though. So whatever the combination is, you quickly process that. So what it means is with the answer, if it's an odd answer, we're gonna choose swing. If it's an even answer, don't swing. So it's a go, no go, just like we did over there, but now we're making it practical because you're actually hitting off a tee, so it's somewhat some realistic carryover to the game because it's still hitting the tee, and that light sensor there will pick up how long it takes you. So now, so how we'll do it far as to get ready, since you're not seeing an actual wind up, it'll be a little auditory. I know it's not an auditory start for real, but I'll say ready, and that means after I say that ready call, those are about to come. So imagine like a half a second to a second count for the wind up. After I say ready and those are coming on, you take your swing, try to hit it obviously best you can because that's the beat of this. It'll affect how you're hitting too, just like you would want to see the cognitive load of you thinking. It's going to add that pressure because you're trying to process what that is, then you take the swing. So it's going to be slower. So we're not going to look for a immediate release when you hit it. It's more so, are you making the right swing or not swing? And then how's that hit look? Because let's say you did it right, you did it fast, but you're hitting ground outs every time. I don't want that. I want it all to come in sync. So the first few won't be pretty or perfect. I don't care, but the first process is, did I swing or not swing correctly? That's what we want to see, and the rest will come after you get used to it, all right? All right, better up. Ready? Ooh, nice. Hey, see that? Right see that? You see that? Yeah. Good restraint. All right, batter up. Ready? Damn. Didn't get that one. All right, batter up. Ready? Yep, you're right. Batter up. Ready? 0.8. Batter up. Ready? Ready. 0.9. Okay, we're good. All right, batter up. Ready? Good hit. All right, ready? What should that have been, class? Yep. 0.9, so that was your fastest one, but shouldn't have swung at that pitch. To the wrong one, yeah. But that's the beat of this. You're taking it in, processing. All right. Ready? All right. I wanted to test them. Mm-hmm. It's just taking all the different patterns and just putting together when it actually happens, right? So that's what this is like. I was like, okay, I just gave him a take. Is he antsy? Does he want to hit something? Let me give him another one. So yeah. Batter up. Ready? 1-1. A little hesitation there, a little bit, right? A little hesitation. The eyes, you got to be able to see it before you can even hit it, right? And we were talking about with Steve yesterday, like what we said about 0.1 second to recognize the pitch has been released, about 0.15 to get to the plate, and then another 1/10 to decide swing. So you're talking about like 3.5, maybe 4/10 of a second to do all of that, and you're doing what you're doing. The fast one was 0.8. So like I said before, it's going to be slower, but that's the point. Matter of fact, this is a good analogy. When you put the donut on the bat, that's the physical part. Like, okay, it's a little bit heavier, right? We're doing the same concept, but with the brain. So that load is a little bit more thinking because you don't have to worry about all of this stuff before you take a swing, right? So it's kind of like, okay, let's do it from a mental standpoint now. And then we take it off, go do your regular batting practice, and just be smooth, like ice cream. All right, so this is called, it's another type of concentration grid. I call it the Mind Body One grid. So I make these myself. So there's 50 numbers. They're all out of order, just like the other one. So how this drill works, so each row has a letter and each column has a number. So think coordinates. So I'll say a coordinate, G4. So you scan line G, column 4. So whatever the color of the number is, that's what you need to process. So you're gonna call it out. So that happens to be green. So you say green. So that gives me the cue that you found it. So after you find it, I'll be sitting here. So I'm gonna throw one of these balls right past you. You're not trying to hit that, you're hitting the tire. But that visual cue tells you if it matches what you saw, swing. If it doesn't match what you saw, so green, I throw this, you're not swinging. But if it does, take that swing. So the time is more so, it's not measurable, but this is a good thing I like to do for like more visual and be able to just go through the swing motions. So it's like, how long does it take you to even find it? One, call it out, let me know, because that tells me, oh, I need to throw it. And then once you see, oh, that's it, take the swing. I, 2.
Yellow.
Ready. C, 3.
Blue.
Nice. Ready. J, 4.
Green. That's late, man,
But you're picking up on that, so that's good. Everything's about being mindful. What happened there, that's what I want to see. Breaking down. How many times, like this is any sport, not even just baseball, good or bad. So what'd you do tonight? I just went out and just played my best. Okay, but how do you do it? I want you to know why you played your best. I want to know why you played your worst. Why did you strike out 3 times? Why did you hit 2 home runs? Whatever it is, being mindful. I know that term gets thrown a lot, right? Everyone says mindfulness, and I'm old school. Mindfulness for me isn't that like woo-saw type stuff. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, breathing drills are great. I do those myself to get you calm, but this is the other side of that. I want to get you stressed and see how you react when that stress is there. That's what this is about. A, 3.
Green.
Nice. Ready. F, 5.
Yellow.
My bad. Ready. I, 2.
Yellow.
All right. Next up. Ready. H, 4.
Green.
Nice. Ready. B, 2.
Yellow.
Bad pitch. That's on me. Perfect practice is good because you want quality reps, but sometimes a little bad practice, a lot of sloppy reps. Not like sloppy to like bad form, but more so sloppy like, okay, this wasn't what I expected. This wasn't the perfect place because when is it ever perfect? Like, all right, ready. D, 3.
You red.
I like, he stopped himself though. He stopped the impulse. Ready. G, 4.
Green.
All right, let's get that a little quicker. A, 2.
Blue.
All right. Ready. C, 5.
Red.
Nice, good reaction.
Hey, that's a wrap. Thanks for tuning in. Nick, Mr. Mental Muscle, always a pleasure. Yes, sir. Hey, so where can these guys find you at?
So check me out on Instagram, Mr. Mental Muscle. If you want to find more drills like this on YouTube, Mind Body One, and you can find different things on my website, www.themb1.com. So check me out.
Hey, and you know the stitch, I pump out 2 of these videos per week, so do me a favor and subscribe for me. I appreciate you. Catch you next week. Game rewards the grind. It knows how much you've invested.